Hey, what is up, you guys? It's Nacho here, and welcome back to my Road to Commander. I promised you guys we were going to do a face cam if I got a kill with the Stinger missile in the last video. If you guys didn't see it, go check it out. It was a pretty interesting video, to say the least. If you saw it, you know what I'm talking about. But I promised you guys a face cam. Hopefully you guys are going to dig this. It takes, oh my god, this honestly takes like so much longer to edit, and it's so much more work for me. But if you guys dig this kind of shit, I will definitely do it. I don't think I'm gonna fade out real quick when the game starts. You guys don't need to see the pregame thing loading, but I'll see you guys in a sec. All right, let's start this one off easy. Let's use the HBRA3, shall we? There is something I want to talk about in this video, guys. And first and foremost, I am wearing a tank top like I always do in my videos. My screen just went black for a second. Sorry about that. I'm wearing a tank top like I always do in these videos, so hopefully I don't have a nip slip. You know, oh shit! Wow, because I was pointing at my titty. That happened. God damn it. But like I'm saying, I do have something to talk about in this video. So in my last Minecraft video, which, you know, you guys seem to be digging it, digging the series, which, you know, I appreciate. That's pretty awesome of you guys. But I was talking about how my G35, how I needed to go get, oh my god. What is this? Are we playing against a clan? We're getting fucking destroyed already. In the last video, I talked about how I needed to go get my G35 repaired. For those of you who don't know, my Infinity. A lot of you guys seem to really like that car for whatever reason. I mean, I fucking love it. But, you know, I never really told you guys what happened to it. My G35, what ended up happening to it was I was just driving down the side of the street one day randomly, and it just started overheating. And normally, you know, what you want to do when your car starts overheating is, oh shit! Not yo, oh shit, although actually I did do that, I think. Dude, these guys have a godlike aim. What is this? I got into like the tryhard lobby of Team Deathmatch. I'm just trying to have some fun, you know, record some RTCs for you guys, just shoot the shits, and I got into a lobby where these guys are just fucking demolishing. Look at this. God, look at, oh my god, what the hell? But yeah, I was driving downtown, or not downtown Los Angeles, I was just driving, you know, downtown, like through my city, my car started to overheat. So, you know, I pulled over to the side, and I thought, you know, okay, that's kind of weird, you know, normally when your car overheats, you don't, oh shit, I saw that guy coming. When your car overheats, you don't want to drive it, like I said. The best thing to do, just kind of turn it off, let it cool down, and then, you know, if you're far away from home, your option is to get it towed, honestly. But I was only like 2 miles away from my house, so I let it cool down for like 30 minutes. I was just sitting in my car on my phone, you know, just looking up random things. How the hell did that happen? Bro, that is so unfair. What the hell? That dude just melted 3 of us. Is this the same dude? Oh my god, it is! Oh, it's not. Different guy. I'm so trash at Call of Duty. But if I can finish my story, hopefully, before this game is over, which, you know, I got him. So I pulled over, and I took it over to the mechanic. You know, normally, like I said, you don't want to drive your car because that'll just make the engine fucking horrible. You know, I'd much rather have a coolant repair in my car, or, you know, some sort of radiator repair in my car than an engine fix. Because, you know, an engine in a typical car can run you anywhere from $1,000 to, let's say, $3,000. So, you know, I definitely, I didn't want to cause any engine harm. So all I did was, when I drove my car, juked him! What I did was, I lost my train of thought. God damn it. And I'm not high this video, guys. I swear, I'm not high. But basically, I went to the mechanic, and he told me that my radiator is broken. My Infinity has a lot of miles on it, so, you know, it's typical for a car to, you know, start having, you know, engine circulation problems or coolant problems, you know, during the lifespan. You know, like cars, I bought, it's a 2003 Infinity. Right now we're in the, oh, get inside. Right now we're in the year 2015, so it's a 13-year-old car. No, god damn it. It's a 13-year-old car, so, you know, 12-year-old car, actually. But you know, it's typical for it to have problems like that, so I took down the mechanic. He told me it's gonna cost $420. Oh my god, how did you know I was in there, bro? It's gonna take like $420 to replace the radiator, so right now I'm pretty much dirt broke, dirt cheap. That guy even died, nope. Don't know what I was shooting at. I have stun grenades, which I completely forgot about. And, yeah, basically I'm gonna go pick up my Infinity later on today. Pretty boring story, right? I got that was a horrible story to start off with. I should have done that in the second part of this video. I'm sorry, Nacho Nation. I don't know what I was thinking. But for the other thing that I want to talk about in this video, because generally, oh, that's how you do it. I can't believe I killed that guy. That was pretty sick. Oh, I'm actually positive in this game. That is ridiculous. I would have not. I got one. They keep getting UAVs, and that's what's screwing me up. Dude! What the hell? Dude, these guys are like UAV spamming for days. Damn, dude, my aim is so bad. Maybe I should turn my sensitivity. Oh, I thought that was an enemy. I feel like my sensitivity is a little bit too low. Let me just do it one more. I don't know if you guys know, but in older Call of Duties, I used to play on a ridiculously pretty high sensitivity. I used to play like on 5, 6, 7. And that's just because I feel like it's easier to play Call of Duty with a fancy sensitivity. Oh my god, there's so many of them. I'm the last kill, of course. That's how we do it. I'm sorry this part was kind of boring, guys, but I'm going to fade out right now, go into part 2. I guarantee you part 2 is going to be a lot more interesting because I actually have a topic that's actually worth mentioning and not about my car. You know, just some real down-to-earth shit that happened with me and my family actually yesterday. I went -1, not that bad. First game on in like a couple of days. I haven't played this game in like a week. Whenever the last Road to Commander was uploaded, that's the last day I played this game. But we are making progress, level 15. See you guys in a second. Alrighty, let's use Battle 27 this match. But like I said, I actually do have something that I want to talk about in this video. And you guys know, this past weekend, I talked about it. I hung out with my friends who, you know, we're trying to make music together and do all those kind of, you know, all that jibber jabber or whatever. And basically, this past weekend, we went down to Redondo Beach. I suck ass. We went down to Redondo Beach, and we just kicked it there for my homie's 20th birthday, and we just kind of tried to record some music, and we just kind of shot the shits, you know, just kind of had some fun with it. Oh, shit. Alright, he's dead. We were just shooting the shits, you know, just trying to record some music, and over the weekend, for those of you who don't know, I have 2 cars. So I have my Infinity, as I mentioned earlier in this video, and I also have my Hyundai Accent, which is, you know, a car that I use to just go to work and back, basically. I don't really drive it around too much in the city. I just kind of like a gas saver car, to be honest, but over the weekend, I left my Hyundai here. And my Infinity as well, because it was MIA, or not MIA, it was killed in action. The radiator basically exploded on me. But I left both my cars here, and my parents have always had suspicions of me, or suspicions, not suspicions, suspicions that I smoke weed. So my car is generally, you know, the place where I store a bunch of things, or a lot of smoking utensils, I guess you could say. Just because I don't want my room to smell, or, you know, my house to smell, just because I don't know if my parents were okay with that kind of stuff. So over the weekend, I left my car keys for my dad, and I came back on, I left on a Friday night or a Saturday night. I'm not too sure. It was just this past weekend, but I don't even really remember. That's so sad. So I left on a Saturday, and I came back on a Sunday night. I left on a Saturday morning, came back Sunday night, and basically, when I came back on everything was cool. Nothing was out of the ordinary. Everything was cool. And come Monday, so I'm just chilling at home. You know, my dad usually gets home from work around 2 o'clock in the afternoon. So I'm just chilling, just kind of enjoying the day. You know, making some videos for you guys, just chilling in my room. And I'm home alone all day. So my dad gets home, and then he comes into my room. And when he comes into my room, he just kind of looks at me funny, and he's just like, "So, do you smoke weed?" And he just straight asked me like that, just straight up was like, "So do you smoke weed?" And I was just like, "No, what do you mean? Like, of course not. Like, nah, that's not me." And I'm not even paying attention to the game. There's a guy in there, but I can't kill him. Ah, I got him. Oh, let me get this guy too. Come on, don't die, teammate. God damn it, teammate. What did I say? So yeah, he comes in here, asks me, and I'm just like, no, like, what are you talking about? He's just like, well, look at this. Dead ass, he pulls my fucking piece, my smoking piece, like what I use to, you know, smoke my weed, out of his back pocket. And he shows it. He's like, what is this? And, you know, when you kind of have that moment, I mean, when you're younger, you kind of have that moment where you're just like, oh shit, like, what do I do? Like, I don't know how he's gonna react to this, or how you know what's going to happen, or if he's gonna figure out if I'm gonna get kicked out of the house, you know, shit like that. You know, I'm 19. I'm old enough, but not old enough at the same time, if that makes sense. You know, so you know. He pulls it out, and I was just like, I was just like, yeah, that's mine. And he was just like, why do you smoke weed? Like, he just started talking to me, you know. To my surprise, he was pretty chill about it. Like, the whole time he was talking to me, he was just pretty laid back, pretty relaxed. He was just kind of like, whatever. But he was just trying to get my 2 cents on why I feel the need to smoke weed. That's honestly what his concern was. He was just like, well, why do you feel the need to smoke? Why do you do this? Why do you do that? And he was just being a good parent, honestly. Like, that's so much love in my eyes. Like, that was just respect, you know. You don't treat your kid differently just because they're into different things, or they do things that, you know, you're not too familiar with. You know, my dad grew up in Mexico. Both of my parents grew up in Mexico, you know, in farms, you know. My dad, growing up, used to, you know, grow corn and sell it in his village to make money. You know, out here, it's way different. So he was talking to me, and he was just like, well, why do you feel the need to, you know, smoke, or what, you know, what does it do to you, or what does it do for you? So I would just kind of explain myself, giving him my 2 cents, which, by the way, if you guys want to know, you know, why I smoke weed, I guess, I can make a video on it, like a complete video on its own. Like, it won't be a video game video, it'll be a legit dead-ass video of me just sitting in front of, you know, my camera, you know, just talking in my room, you know, actually explaining a lot of things point by point on why I think, you know, smoking weed isn't all that bad, and, you know, what I think it can do for you, and, you know, things like that. If you guys want to see that, just let me in the comment section below, and I'll definitely get on that. Oh, no! Oh, fuck! I thought that was, like, where the vented tunnel was at. I'll definitely do that. But he was basically talking to me, getting my 2 cents, like I said. And as the conversation went on, he kind of was just more and more understanding about it. You know, the whole time I thought, you know, I've kind of always had to hide this thing from my parents, just because, you know, we grew up in different parts of the world, you know. And I actually mentioned that to my dad as well, and he kind of agreed. You know, we just grew up in different locations. Like, honestly, where you grow up has a big part of how to do of, like, how you are when you're older. You know, someone who grows up in, you know, China isn't going to be the same as someone who grows up in, you know, El Salvador. Obviously, like, you might have similar situations as the other person, but your ideas and your way of life, you know, the way you look at things and the way you just perceive everything is going to be totally different, just because of the way you were raised and what you saw as you were growing up. And my dad was just talking to me, and I just told him, you know, I was just like, well, don't think about me smoking weed. Like, what do you think? I didn't even notice that guy. What did you think? What do you think about weed? Don't think about me smoking weed, your son. Don't think about that, because if any parent out there, if you ever have a connotation where you look at your kid and you find out they smoke weed, or they drink, or they do something that you don't want them to do, you know, it's always gonna have a negative connotation, regardless of what you think of it as. Like, if you think drinking's cool and all that, if your son does it, you're gonna think it's bad. Reason being is because you just want to look out for your kid. You know, that's you. That's your son. You know, you don't want your kid to do things that could potentially harm them. That's the way it is for a parent. And that's all my dad was looking for me. So when we were just talking, I told him that. And I'm sorry, I kind of lost my train of thought for a second. You know, maybe weed isn't such a good drug. Look at how dumb I am, guys. That's pretty funny. I'm sorry. I'm pretty dumb a lot of the times. But like I was saying, I told him, I was like, don't think about me smoking weed. Think about weed in general. What do you think about it? And, you know, he told me, he was like, well, I'm not really too familiar with it, because my dad's never smoked weed in his day ever in his life. And he was just like, shit. How the fuck? I shouldn't have died right there. I just cost us the game, probably. I did. But I'm gonna continue this topic right now. Really quickly. Fuck. It's so hot in my room. It's so hard to focus, guys. I hope you guys know I'm trying so hard. But basically, he just said, you know, I think it's bad, but, you know, I don't have any experience with it, so I don't really know. He was just like, what's your 2 cents on it? So I was just explaining to him. I was just like, it helps me think about things, you know. It just helps me see things clearly. It just helps me understand the world in a better way. You know, when I'm by myself and I'm high and I'm just in my room, you know, on the computer right here, which you guys can't see. It's off screen, but it's like over here, off to the side. And I just sit on the computer, listen to music, and just think, you know. I kind of just see things clearly. And, you know, I was talking to him. I was just like, well, he was just like, well, okay, but you don't need to do that. He's like, you should go talk to, like, a doctor and see what you could do or something like that. And I was just like, well, I just don't think I need to go see a doctor. Like, I think I just kind of understand myself, you know. I'm kind of that kind of person. And he was just going on. He was just like, well, in all honesty, this is my dad talking. He was just like, I have heard or I do see that people use it for medicinal purposes. You know, people do get prescriptions to smoke weed. You know, people do get prescriptions, you know, to have weed and, you know, do that because it helps them out. And, you know, as he was talking about that, though you guys don't know this, but I actually have a medical card. You know, I have a medical marijuana card in California. So that's why I smoke weed. You know, it's easy for me. I can just go to any shop and I can just pick up weed. And I guess the cat's out of the bag. This is going to be a mother effing 3-game special because I just got into a whole other topic that I feel like you guys, yeah, I can't end the video like that. Like I was saying, basically, I do have a medical card. And I was just telling my dad, I was just like, well... So you know, I didn't tell him I had one. So what I did was, I turned his answer back into a question to him because, you know, it's a very touchy subject and you don't want to say the wrong thing at the wrong time because it can give off a really bad perception. So I kind of just twisted his answer into a question. I was just like, so if you have it for medicinal purposes, it's okay to smoke weed. And he was just like, well, yeah, because, you know, you actually have medical purpose. I'm going to just kick back and snipe this game so I can tell my story. And he was just like, well, yeah, I guess that's understandable. And I was just like, all right. And he was just like, yeah, but you need to go talk to a doctor, you know, get prescribed and all that. And my dad was actually pretty supportive. Like, I was fucking surprised. My dad, fucking dead ass, I shit you not, when he was telling me all this, he was just like, well, if you want to go to the doctor and try to see, you know, if you can get a medical card or if you want to see if you actually need it or something like that, he was just like, let's go right now. He was like, let's just go talk to the doctor and see what they say. And he's like, if you really think you need it, he was like, let's go talk to him. And I was just like, you know, and he wasn't being like an ass about it or anything. He was just kind of, you know, just seriously, like, he was just like, well, if you think you need it, let's go. Like, let's just go talk to him and see what they say, dude. Like, and that's honestly like one of the coolest things ever. Like, to have a parent that's supportive in that way, that's pretty fucking awesome. So I just told him right then and there, I was just like, well, what if I told you I already had a medical card? And he was like, well, what do you mean? And I was just like, well, a couple months ago, you know, I went out of my own way and, oh shit, oh shit. Oh, did I get hit marker? Oh shit, come on, pop out, pop out. What the, oh, man. Yeah, and, basically, I told him I had one, and he was just like, no, you're joking. I was just like, no. I was like, I can go show you. I was like, I have it in my car. And so I legit went to my car, went to go grab my paper, you know, my documents saying that, you know, I can use weed as like a prescription and all that stuff. It's basically like a big, long paper that's just sealed at the bottom, you know, through the, you know, California prop whatever. You know, all this mumbo jumbo that lawyers look into. You know, I don't care. I'm just trying to smoke weed, bro. Like, seriously, man. And so I showed it to him. And he was just like, wow. He was just like, where did you get this from? And I was just like, well, I just want to go see a doctor a while ago on my own. And this was in May when I got this. And right now we're in July. Basically, he was just like, well, he was like, well, since you have this, he was just like, it's okay. He was like, you can smoke. He was just like, it's not an everyday thing, right? Like, his concern was basically that I was high every day, all day, 24/7, you know, not doing anything, you know, just out of it every single day. And, you know, don't get me wrong, I do smoke often, but I don't get high every day. It's not, what the fuck? Did I get 2 hit markers on that one guy? There's no way. I think it was a different guy. He was just like, as long as you're not smoking every day, and as long as you know, you're handling your business, you're taking care of yourself, he was just like, it's okay. You know, you can do what you want to do if it makes you happy. Like, that's all it is. Like, because I was telling him, you know, there were times where I wasn't always happy in my life. Oh, get wrecked. That was a cool shot. There wasn't always times where I was happy in my life, you know. There was definitely some times where I felt pretty sad and actually suicidal at some points. Actually not some points, for actually like 3-4 years of my life, which is, you know, a video in itself, you know. I'm just waiting up to you guys. But, you know, right now I do feel happy. I felt happy for like the past maybe almost a year. When I started feeling happiness is probably around last October, November-ish, right around the time where I was turning 19. It was right after the point where I had just broken up with my girlfriend, and, you know, it was just kind of a sad time for me in my life. That's kind of where I had like the most hardest depression, I think. And it wasn't just because of my girlfriend. Don't get me wrong, that's so dumb. Losing a girlfriend at such a young age, don't get all depressed over it. It's really dumb. It was just kind of a culmination of a bunch of things in my life, you know, just kind of converging down at once. You just feel overwhelmed, and you don't really, you don't know what to do. You just kind of feel hopeless. You feel trapped. You feel stuck. You don't really know what you're doing. How the fuck? Okay, got him. You know, you just feel hopeless and trapped, and you just kind of get stuck in a routine of looking at life in a pessimistic way. But you know, thankfully I snapped out of it. You know, I'm good. Trust me, guys. You know, I'm legit 100% happy. Like, I love life right now. Like, I'm telling you, YouTube makes me happy. Like, it's crazy. I stopped because I was gonna get teary-eyed right there. I'm sorry. Like, I felt it coming. You know, I'm kind of a wuss. But you know, seriously, like, YouTube really legit makes me really happy. Like, just seeing you guys comment on videos, and you know, just the response I get just by being myself is fucking awesome. Like, you don't gotta hide things. You just, you know, the way I'm talking in this video, like I'm saying, is just me being legit. Oh, fucking ass. Gotcha. It's just me being me, you know. I'm not hiding things from you guys. You know, I tell you everything that goes on with me just because, you know, I want you guys to, what the hell? I want you guys to accept me for me, you know, not for, you know, this fake guy on YouTube. Like, accept me for Jose, you know. That's my name for those of you who don't know. But yeah, basically, the moral of that story is, I have awesome ass parents, and my dad is okay with me smoking weed, and that's how my parents found out I smoke weed. Although I didn't ask if it was okay for me to smoke in the house. You know, I don't think that would be okay. I don't think that they want me to see me doing it. I think they're okay with me doing it, but they're not okay with me doing it in front of them. You know, it's kind of one of those things where it's like, okay, you can do it, but you know, just don't do it in front of me because I wouldn't want to see, you know, my son, you know, smoking weed or something, you know. So that's really awesome. You know, the reason I didn't ask was because, you know, I didn't want to push the subject too much. You know, we were kind of on a good note, and like I said, it's a very touchy subject, especially with parents, you know. So I didn't want to push the boundary too much. So, you know, we kind of just left it as is, and basically both my parents know that I smoke weed now, and they're fine with it. You know, I showed them my prescription, and they're cool with it. You know, they're basically just told me, you know what, focus on what you want to do, because I basically told them I want to focus on YouTube and working at FedEx. That's all I want to do in my life. Like, it makes me happy. Like, if I can find a way to sustain myself through making YouTube videos and working like one job, like, man, that would be fucking awesome. That would be the dream right there. And they basically just told me, you know what, just keep doing what you're doing. If you think it's gonna work out for you, just keep doing it. We're gonna support you no matter what. And that's pretty fucking awesome, no lie. And you guys can hear me getting choked up because that shit's real. Like, that's some real emotion right there, you know. It's awesome to just have parents like that. But thank you guys for watching the video so much. I hope you guys enjoyed this Road to Commander 3 game special. Just because I couldn't keep my mouth shut. And yeah, like I said, hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Be sure to give me a thumbs up if you guys did. And leave me a comment in the comment section below. And not a bad game. 13-6. Not bad. Alright. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. Hit that subscribe button. Join the Nacho Nation if you guys are new. And other than that, I am out. Peace out, Nacho Nation.